You see? You see? G.I. Joe is doomed, thanks to you.
Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the new Regal variant Cobra Commander figure. I was able to get this pre-ordered through Hasbro Pulse. This is pretty much the color variant that I would say most G.I. Joe fans want it to begin with. Even on the box itself, on the retail version, this is the exact same artwork, and it just picks the Regal variant that this one came in. And this is the standard retail release, and this is the exclusive Regal version. This artwork depicts this figure, this artwork depicts this figure. So, I'm thinking this should have been the figure all along that we got. And even the artwork on the back of the box depicts the Regal variant, which I'm thinking the variant shouldn't have been the variant. This won't be a full review of the figure. This is just going to be a comparison with the retail version, which I did a full review on recently. There'll be a link up above for a review on this figure. Since it's the exact same packaging from the previous version, we won't really take a lot of time to look at the packaging. Let's go ahead get the Regal variant out of the box and take a closer look. The Regal variant comes in the exact same packaging, same tray as the retail version, same accessories. We got the fist hand, the pointing hand, the sword, and the flintlock pistol. And it comes packaged the exact same way with the gripping trigger finger and the style pose hand. If you have the retail version, sculpt-wise, nothing has changed on this figure. The only difference in this figure is the deco, which is much superior to the retail version, in my personal opinion. So I love the light blue, dark blue, and gold combo on this figure, compared to the dark blue, black, and silver on the retail. The accessories are all the same, just different paint decos. They're the same sword, but in gold and red, almost like a laser type sword look for it, compared to like the all silver sword and gold hilt. The flintlock pistol is all in gold this time instead of silver, and the hands are cast in blue instead of black. You have the black versus blue even on the box art. As you can see, Cobra Commander's hands are blue. The gauntlets are blue, and on the retail version, black hands, black gauntlets. As mentioned with the previous review, you have a sheath for a sword. You don't have anywhere to store the pistol. He just has to hold it, or if you're using a pointing hand, you don't really have any other hand to hold the pistol, or the style pulse hand, or you have a fist for this side. The only real difference between this figure is, like we mentioned, is the paint deco, and this is a beautiful color scheme for the figure. I love the light blue. This one, to me, is way it should have come for retail version. I'd rather this would have been the variant, and everybody could have got this one instead. To me, this says Cobra Commander more than the dark blue, which is nothing wrong with the dark blue. This should have just been an optional color variant versus this one. This should be the one everybody should be able to get. It does not only just different color variants on the figure, there's more paint apps compared to this one as well. You have the extra gold paint apps on the boots. The retail version just has solid black boots. This has the gold picked out detail through here, and on the front of the boot, and on the back of the boot. Other than the gold added onto the boots, it has the exact same amount of paint decos as on the retail version, just in different color scheme. On all the piping is done in gold instead of silver. The buttons are still gold, same way like on the retail version. All the piping detail, like I said, is in gold. The gauntlets are in gauntlet armor is in a dark blue. I like the fact they actually have different finishes on the paint as well. You have like a semi-gloss on the scale mail armor. The cloth areas have a flat finish. By having all these different finishes, it makes the figure look a lot more higher end. On the helmet, the silver face actually looks glossier than on the retail version. Retail version is a little... it's definitely a little bit glossier than on the retail version. Thought maybe it might be an optical illusion just with the darker colors. holding them next to each other, the Regal variant is definitely glossier. I just want to check, see, on my retail version, I had some paint slop on the back of the figure. Through here, a big old glob of glue dropped onto the back. As I was checking to make sure I don't have any glue on the Regal variant. He actually looks clean. There's no, I don't really see any glaring quality control issues. My luck here lately with quality control has not been the best. The only thing I can see right here, I got a little bit of a ugly sprue cut on the bicep here. And same way here. Let's see if it's on the retail version. Yep, same sprue cuts on both sides. Won't do a full rundown on articulation since I did on the previous review, which you can link to up here. But I will highlight some things I didn't like about the articulation on this figure. On the bicep cut, they're straight cuts, and instead of being dished around the curved shoulder joint, so you get the ugly shoulder cut here. And on the worst thing is the ab crunch. It looks great standing upright, but if you use the ab crunch at all, like it makes a square protruding peg look to the ab crunch. It is very unsightly. Well, you get it on both crunching forward and backwards. But as long as you have your figure standing straight, which I'm going to always have this figure standing straight because the ab crunch is so ugly. You've been forward with the ab crunch, you get like a little boxing shelf look here. It's kind of weird when you crunch them forward as well. You got a gap when you crunch the figure forward, and of course the protrusion in the back. So I'll just be having Cobra Commander stand up straight, but with the gold and light blue and dark blue combination, he's going to be looking great while he's standing up straight. All in all, this is a beautiful color variant of the Cobra Commander figure. I highly recommend if you have the ability to get this figure, get this one. And this is not a bad looking figure. I just love the colors on this one so much more. The new colors on this figure really highlights the good areas of the sculpt on this figure. I love this color scheme, and if I do hope if we ever get another Cobra Commander, like I'd like to get the hooded version of Cobra Commander. I want it in this color scheme, but with, of course, a better sculpted torso and better sculpted arms. But all in all, I'm really pleased with this figure. It's just going to be standing on the shelf, commanding his troops. And I'd like to thank everyone for taking the time to watch the video. If you could like, share, comment, subscribe. It really helps us out on the channel. Without doing so, the algorithm won't pick up our videos and recommend it to anyone. So every little bit of comment and likes helps our channel grow. And thank you very much.
You see? This can't be! Nothing can stop Cobra now!